Good day. My name is Srayan Bose. I live here in Shantiniketan, West Bengal, India. Although I'm only 15, I have been to a lot of places around the world. I have been to 18 countries across 3 continents. One of my most memorable journeys was the journey to Egypt I made back in 2016 in October. Let me show you what I saw. On the first day in Cairo, we went to see the Egyptian Museum. Egypt is a country with very rich history, and so this museum is one of the best in the world. We were here for 4 hours, and what we saw took our breath away. The next day, we set out of Cairo and reached Saqqara to see the pyramids and tombs around here. We saw a building here which is supposed to be a replica of the royal palace so that the pharaoh's soul knows that he is not far from home. This is the Step Pyramid, the oldest pyramid in Egypt, and this is the oldest existing stone structure in the world. We are now inside the ruined pyramid of the pharaoh Unes in Saqqara. Then we went to the Hassoub to see the bent and the red pyramid. And then to Memphis, the old capital of Egypt.
This is which is called the papyrus plant. We will see together how the ancient people make the papyrus paper like this one out of the amazing papyrus plant. And the green one was strong, not easy. They make it very thinner slices like this. But this one now it's easy breaking because it has a big amount of water and sugar. To reduce the water and sugar, they were using a big hammer like this, like that way. Water and sugar, it's come out. And this is now became able to do whatever you like, and it said otherwise break. So it's small, and so weeks only we can have the earliest sheet of the papyrus, like this strong one.
We are now in Giza itself. We are riding the very bumpy camels to visit the Great Pyramids here. There they are, the pyramids. What a sight! It sends chills down your spine.
This is the tomb of King.
The next day, we went to Islamic Cairo to visit the several mosques here. While we were here, many children of Egypt came to us and talked with us and took selfies with us just because we were Indians, the same country from Amitabh Bachchan. Then we went to Khan el-Khalali, the most interesting and magnificent and colorful marketplace in Egypt. The next day, we took a flight and flew straight to Aswan in southern Egypt, where we stayed for 2 days. That evening, we took a launch to go to the Nubian village here. Nubia is an ancient tribe of Egypt, and Cleopatra herself was Nubian, and we had heard that their villages are quite well decorated, so we took a launch to go there.
تقييد الفلك أي نجم في السماء يطلع لك وطن الحر زمن تمتلك والفتى الحر بأخته ملك لا عدا يا أرض مصر في جهاد إننا
Beauty.
Sunset. Bird. Some bird.
Good.
This is now. This make it for Lebras because not.
وافدا لمصرنا الدنيا فلا تضع الأوطان إلا أولا جانب الأيسر قلبه الفؤاد وبلادي هي لقلب اليمين يكفيها مثل السلام وسلاما يا بلادي إن رمى نهر الدعامة أستقيها بالفؤاد واسلمي في كل حين.
The next day was an exciting one for us. At 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning, we and many other tourists took a convoy of jeeps to go to Abu Simbel, south of Aswan. Abu Simbel is a village where there are many temples there, built by Pharaoh Ramesses II. The journey through the desert continued with all of us half or fully asleep. Here we are, Abu Simbel. This is the temple of Ramesses II, and the other one is the temple of his queen, Nefertari. Abu Simbel is a World Heritage Site and is truly magnificent. It is interesting to know that it sits beside the Lake Nasser, the man-made lake, the largest in the world. But this temple actually did not exist here. It existed 250 meters away. When Lake Nasser was created, these temples were all dismantled and then reassembled here 250 meters away. It is a really magnificent thing, and it must have been a very hard challenge for the engineers, but they achieved it very well.
রাত্রিরের আসমান শহর হোটেলের জানলা থেকে নিচে তুমুল হর্ষে বিয়েবাড়ি বর বউ নাচছে
We are now back in Aswan again, and off we go to the island of Philae to see the Philae temple, a temple contemporary to the temples of Greece. And here we are, the Philae temple, the temple of Osiris.
temple.
And this is an unfinished obelisk which collapsed, and we are now working on it. We have decided to go to Luxor from Aswan, but we are not going there plane or by train. We have decided to take a 5-star ship from here named Mirage 1 that will take us all the way to Luxor. And we are going to enjoy our stay here. And before that, we are having a trip in the traditional Egyptian boat, the Peluca, in the Nile River in Aswan. That steamboat is a very old one, the oldest in Egypt, and it is named Sudan.
هيلا 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 كل النهار هيلا هيلا سلموني يسلموني يسلموني الأمي ولا فهموني يا حليوة فين اروح لك منين قول لي انت فين يا هاجري تعالى إيه
Haşa haşa, haşa haşa, liga başa. Liga başa. Liga başa. Liga başa. Liga. Jaga kamaki, jaga kamaki. Maki, maki, maki.
We have floated from Aswan and reached Komombo. Komombo is a place where there is a temple of the god Sobek. As we all know, the Egyptians used to worship many animals like eagle, cat, and sometimes even vultures and so on. And they also worshipped this god, the crocodile god named Sobek. And this one is the temple of Sobek. Let's examine our ship now. And this is the reception lounge. The billiard room. The music hall. These are the corridors leading toward the living rooms. This is the roof, and that's the swimming pool there. We have now come to Edfu. We are going to see the temple of Horus here, which is a world famous one. Here we are, the temple of Horus, Edfu. Talking about Horus, we must notice this relief sculpture. This image is showing that Horus and the king who built it are killing Set, who is the enemy of Osiris, who is the father of Horus. So Horus is killing his father's enemy, who is also his brother, and the king is helping him. We are now almost in Luxor. We will get there next morning. But tonight, as you can see, we have come to a dam. And the dam is now opening to let our ship pass. Not an experience to have every day, eh? Right. Now we have reached Luxor, and we are on our way to the Valley of the Kings. As we all know that in the new kingdom of Egypt, pharaohs like Ramses II, Tutankhamen, Seti I, and so on, they were building their own tombs in the mountains hidden from the robbers because they were afraid that if you built pyramids, they would be easily spotted and would be regularly robbed like they were. But these hidden tombs could not be seen unless told. However, they were looted anyway. But only one remained intact, and that is the tomb of the 19-year-old boy king's tomb, Tutankhamun. These tombs are indeed well hidden, and unless told, you won't find them.
Kings Valley, 25 kilometers like this block here, big or small. Here, I select stop. Very good. After we finish the form, will be like this one here. This one here, machine made.
Oh, this is heavy.
Heavy. Machine made heavy. Handmade very light. Machine made 10 Egyptian. Look here. It's gyps. And made by limestone. Okay, like this one.
This is the temple of Hatshepsut. Queen Hatshepsut was a very good queen, and yet she ruled like a man, even wearing false beard. This is her temple. After returning from the Hatshepsut temple, we checked out of the ship and then went to our hotel in Luxor. From there, we went to see the Luxor temple. This is a very old one and a quite astonishing one as well. But the real big deal is this one, the Karnak temple, the second largest temple in the world after the Angkor Wat in Cambodia. This temple is indeed astonishing and worth having a look at. The next day, we flew from Luxor to Cairo and drove straight over to Alexandria in the north.
And it can hold 1,700 people in the Great Hall alone. So it puts on all sorts of events like classical music concerts, modern music concerts, there's film screenings, there's always something going on. Here we have the planetarium. It is a multi-dimensional cinema using IMAX and 2D technology, which shows films about science, so astronomy, astrology, all kinds of things like that. It can have the bottom layer is Alex Laboratorium. This is a place where experiments The planetarium is shaped like a sphere, and it's meant to symbolise the Earth rotating around the sun.
And a few other places as well. And then we came back to Cairo, and on the last day in Egypt, we went to see the Christian parts of the city named Coptic Cairo. We visited Khan el-Khalali, the famous market, for the last time. And with that, our trip of Egypt was completed. We came via Bahrain to India, back the next day. This was a truly memorable journey, one I will never forget. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.